Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Prospero.ai stock market live stream. Let me check my mic settings real quick to make sure we're hooked up here. No, okay. Testing, testing, one, two, three should sound better. This is going to be an interesting stream today, everybody. George is currently on the road, so I think he might be just joining with audio only today. So you might only see your friendly Prospero Steven and not George today, but we will make do. There's a lot going on in the markets. I see Johnny 74 USA in the chat already saying good afternoon all. JC is here as well saying hello, hello, hello to you, JC. The Fed just cut rates by a quarter of a basis point. The markets are moving, actually a little bit negative, but they're coming back from their lows now. The QQQ is still green on the day. Happy FOMC day. What's up? Happy FOMC day, everybody. As well, before we get into the topics and the stock market, you guys know we've been, talking about our Prospero crowd fund a lot recently. We are currently, I think, 36 hours from closing, 35 hours now. So it's linked in our description in this YouTube live stream. If you're watching on Twitter, it's not in the Twitter live stream chat, but it is one of our most recent posts we posted about it. So everybody check it out if you haven't yet. We have crossed the $440,000 mark, over 440 investors, and there's 35 hours left to go. So don't delay if you're thinking about investing in Prospero. You have about 1 day left. But yes, we have to discuss Jerome Powell and the Fed's decision here on the stream. An expected decision, but comments from Jerome Powell spooking the market a bit. He said inflation risks are to the upside, and I think the economic risks and job risks are to the downside. So kind of a double whammy there in his speech and what he said after the decision was let out in the market. Although I was looking at the Prospero QQQ and SPY net option sentiment, and they are still looking pretty good. QQQ is up at 56, and SPY is at 37 right now. So they're not dropping too much just yet. So maybe everybody, we got a little bit of digestion from what Jerome Powell said, but we have these mega cap earnings that are set to be released today as well. So a lot going on. Everybody's, undecided so far as which way to go, more bearish or more bullish. Nick Chuchawat is in the stream. Hello, Nick. Hi, Steven. Hi, all. What's up? Good to see you today. Charvel said energy stocks. Charvel, which energy stocks do you want to discuss? We've been highlighting the nuclear ones a lot recently on our streams as they are winners from this AI trade that's going on. Are those the ones you want to hear about, or any others, or just the energy sector in general? We'll be happy to get into it all for you. David's here as well. I invested the other night, and I'm hoping I'll get the alerts, even though all of the slots were filled in the category. So, David, everybody who invested and is going to get the alerts, everybody's going to get them once the crowdfund closes and the official alerts rollout begins. Prospero was legally obligated to wait till the end of the entire crowdfund to give out the alerts. So everybody that has got the alerts so far was just free trial bases. So the official launch of the alerts will happen after the crowdfund is completely over and it has come to an end. Nick said, Powell set back my QQQ call option for the end of the week, but maybe Trump G talks will bring it back. You never know. Trump likes to, I feel like, pump the markets, especially when they're a little bit weak. So we shall see what headlines come out. Although, so the market is. So when we began the stream just a few minutes ago, the market was kind of looking like it was coming back, but now we're heading back towards the lows. So the market's moving a lot. We'll have to keep our eyes on it throughout the entire hour that we are live here today. Would love to get George's take on what he saw in NXPI to issue the short recommendation. Well, we could take a look right now at it in Prospero and see if it's making big moves in the signals. So if you guys have the Prospero app, you can pull up the ticker NXPI. Currently 41 upside, 47 downside. So downside is higher than upside. 22 net option sentiment, which was it's pretty volatile, but it's been in the 70s, 60s, 80s recently, and then now it's down to 22. So pretty low. I see upside in the time series graph in the Prospero app is trending down. and there was a big spike in downside. Maybe he saw that, um, which is kind of dropped down lower, but big spike there. So I bet you he saw that spike in downside, and that's when he decided to add it. Nick said, I see one slot off 99 when I just looked right now. George, you're here. We have the voice of George today.
I am here. I apologize, everybody. I am moving, so I'm gonna be here and do what I can, probably a little on the Fed, and field any questions on the crowd fund. Which by the way is trending now on Republic. Pretty exciting as we go into the end. Um, I think we're the only trending investment right now there. So yeah.
All amazing stuff. And I mentioned it in the very beginning, but we've got a few more people here now, so I'll say it again. If you're watching on Twitter, we posted on the Prospero account a link directly to the crowdfund, so you could check it out right on our page. And then if you're watching on YouTube, it's linked in the description, so you could click down there wherever you're watching. You can find the crowdfund. We are, I didn't say it yet, but we are going to go live again tomorrow. So this will not be the end of the live streams for the week. So you guys get an extra third live stream tomorrow. Thinking about 12:45 p.m. EST, but TBD. But that seems like about the time. So hope to see you guys then as well. You want to jump right into this Fed meeting, George? We're seeing the markets kind of whipsaw back and forth. Not much of a reaction when we got the decision, which was a quarter basis point cut, which was highly anticipated. But then when Jerome Powell started speaking, he said inflation risks are to the upside and economic risks are to the downside. So kind of a double whammy of a little bit of a negative forecast of where things could be going. But the markets are coming back off their lows now. So not too dramatic of a move. And we still have the mega cap earnings after the bell. But how are you digesting all of the news from the Fed today?
I mean, um Powell seemed to be specifically addressing how people are betting on rates. I'm interested to see how it is at tomorrow, but he kept saying that it's not a foregone conclusion. Um, and that's not something he would typically say. So reading between the very thin like Powell lines that you always have to, um, basically I think what that means is uh that he yeah, is that um he thinks people are overestimating the certainty that um, that people are going to that there's going to be a rate cut. And he's basically, I think, warning people, warning the market because nobody likes to um, nobody likes to have a situation where the betting markets are over and Powell then later feels forced to cut rates because he doesn't want to upset the markets. So this was him, I think very much telling everybody that don't overbet on this thing. We might not raise rates.
Sorry, I was laughing a little bit because Nick posted a great message. He said, I just invested in the crowdfund. So thank you, Nick. That's amazing. But our Nightbot went after and said, Nick, you're on the naughty list. Stop spamming. But don't worry, Nick. That's a
Wow.
great message. So
Oh
no
wow,
worries there.
yeah. Yeah,
I
well,
don't know why I did that.
we gotta train this Nightbot better.
Yeah. Yeah. So we appreciate it, Nick. That's awesome. And I have it pinned now on the screen. So anybody hopping in will see it, hopefully. Um, So I saw another stat about this government shutdown, which we got that headline last week that they said it was probably going to end last week and it's still shut down. And they're now expecting $14 billion worth of um, loss of, revenue or whatever for the economy, money moving around. Um, it sounds like a lot, but is $14 billion really that concerning at this point? For the overall USA economy? And how worried are you that this shutdown is still ongoing at this point, even after we got that good headline last week?
Um, I mean, I'm about as worried as the market is, which the market does not seem to be too worried. So that's definitely interesting. Um, I'm also seeing, I don't know what's going on, but nuclear, I don't know if there was a um Seeking Alpha maybe just published something, but our nuclear names are really rallying right now. Something for people to watch.
So we did get a
Um,
question from Charville about nuclear and AI. So I guess that's what they were referring to as well. So energy stocks are really moving right now.
yeah. Well, it's one of those things where uh, you know, nuclear is, the only our only savior from all this additional capacity from AI. So yeah, um I think that, that's why everybody's betting on it so much. And it's also kind of like a national security thing. Um with uh with China, because they're beating us. They're more advanced than us in AI. They're more advanced than us on nuclear power. So we seem very, very interested in investing in that. So yeah, like as we're talking, our nuclear names continue to rally, and that is not surprising.
We got another great message. D Curtin, I joined the crowd fund, been with y'all since the early days. Thanks for making it available to non-accredited investors. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end here. And yeah, we just crossed 450. Saw Nick come in. Much appreciated, Nick. Um, very happy. Nick is also helping us out on our Discord and doing a great job. So, uh, yeah, very, very happy to be over the. He helped put us over the 450 mark. Next, we're in shot of 500 now, which would be a huge milestone. So, yeah, everybody keep going. One thing that we are going to start to offer, if you come tomorrow on the last day, there might be, there might be a similar offer. There might be a bigger one. Um, but uh, we are offering 1 month free of the trading letter and the investing letter to anyone that to anyone um, to anyone that commits during this time, or anyone that committed. You can email me, George at Prospero.ai. If you invest, plus or minus a couple hours, will allow. But let us know. Definitely let me know, and definitely collect your prize for coming in, keeping our momentum as a trending investment going.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's been cool to see some momentum get going in the past like couple days, and we make the final push here. Um, Back to the nuclear stocks because I see Oklo is up 14% right now. I'm wondering if like a specific headline is making this move occur. But I have a question for you because like Oklo is a $22 billion company right now. SMR is another one that is around 12 billion. A lot of these stocks are in like the tens of billion-dollar ranges. What do you think like the potential market cap? Like, could these be $100 billion companies like a decade from now, 5 to 10 years from now? Is there
I
that type
mean,
of growth?
it's
There has to
it's
be like a
hard.
strict limit eventually, right?
It's not really, but it's not really a value based thing. It's the difficult thing here. Um, that's the issue, where it's not like you can't just be like, oh, um, it's going, it's going to be this, you know, valuation, right? Because these things are not going to trade at a valuation anytime soon, and it's going to be like a long time. But I think, one potential even short term catalyst is um, is a private investment, and I think that's what I'm from the government. That's what I'm kind of hearing a lot about. Um, and I think, there's a lot of companies that are kind of like waiting for that. But that, in my mind, is one of the things that, these things are not going on value. But that's one of the things that I'm looking for as a potential catalyst.
So I have a few topics for today that will probably make good shorts material. So I don't know if you want to save some of these for tomorrow. Are we gonna have camera tomorrow?
Let's save them for tomorrow. We are going to have a camera tomorrow. Um, but I think let's just do, if there's any, we have this. We made our special offer. That was that was the important thing on my list.
You don't want to give me solo screen time for an
I mean, you
hour?
can talk. Anyone that wants to watch you, Stephen, you can try to, you can do your stand up routine if you want.
Yeah,
But if you get booed, you have to leave the stage. That's my
deal.
That's my agreement. As long as the people are happy, you
Hmm.
can do what you want. But yeah, we could do Q&A. We could do market Q&A, or do um, or just do crowdfund Q&A, and then we'll wrap. And I appreciate.
George, you picked the worst day possible to move with the crowdfund.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm managing. Well,
Hmm.
tomorrow, like tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow
Yeah.
would have been tomorrow would have been worse. This was the day that worked. Like, yes, not ideal, but we're making it work. We're here. We're showing up.
JC said rumors of government also investing in quantum companies as well.
See, that's I had it even while moving my stuff. And not reading the news. I had it right. I'm always ready, Steven.
Hmm. Let's see if the market is still whipsawing since we were seeing some back and forth movement. It looks like it's kind of leveling off here at kind of the midpoint of like where it started to drop and now it's recovered from the lows a bit.
Yeah, I might have got a little aggressive with my NXPI short.
Oh,
Um,
someone did ask about that. Good thing you brought that
um,
back up.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty far along in both my portfolios, and like that might be a loss, but I'll gain more if it doesn't, and probably if it looks really solid by the end of today, I'll close some of those positions even at a loss. Just it was kind of going down, and I was just making sure. I was just making sure that nothing was too bad there.
Bob said, "Didn't you move a few months ago? Bet it's expensive in NYC."
Yeah, I moved from my like the place that I loved to a place that was just downstairs, and I didn't particularly love that place. And that was just like a 6 month lease. So yeah, here I am moving again. It's not cheap, but um, this place that I'm moving to is also kind of like a Prospero office. I can hold the product summit here. It's actually zoned worklet.
Well, I haven't had the luxury of moving myself much in the past couple of years, but everybody always calls me George, all my family and friends, when they need a hand moving. So
They
I've moved quite a few
they
people.
do.
Yeah,
I think that's a young man's game,
yeah,
Stephen.
yeah. I fit the bill.
I don't think I've asked anyone to move or um or moved myself for anyone else in a long time. In fact, um I think if someone asked me to move, I think I would just offer them money instead. And I cared about them. I'd be like, "Can I just contribute to your movers?" That's how I would rather do things.
Do you want to touch on Meta, Google, Microsoft at all? Give your last thoughts before they report today. Could that be the
Yeah, is that
saving grace of why the market isn't just like dropping a lot right now? Still excited for those earnings?
um I mean, we kind of said it all in our newsletter last week. Um we you know, I think it's gonna be a great earnings season. Um so yes, I think that's where we're at. I expect a lot of beats, 87% beat rate. I mean, especially what we said was communications had the highest beat rate at like 87%. So yeah, I think that we expect nothing but I'm expecting nothing but positive things.
Hmm. So maybe that's why we're still seeing such a high NOS for QQQ with those set to
Yeah,
be
I mean, I was
today.
actually surprised. I should have
Hmm.
listened better when I did my NXPI thing because it was looking like very, very strong, but it was going down and like quite frankly, like if that's what scared the market, I mean, NXPI is not doing too well. Um, yeah, well, actually, um, but yeah,
Do you have any thoughts, general outlook on robotics and drone makers? We're getting asked in the chat.
Um, I mean, I think they're very dangerous. Those are one of the places that could be um, hurt the most. Um, but but I also think that there's upside. But that's why I like the names like the nuclear names right now, because those are the ones that if the market keeps blowing out, they'll go up, and that's why we're in things like Meta too and Reddit.
Question also about MSTR and their earnings. Did they report today also? I'm gonna check right now.
Um, I think.
Tomorrow.
Sorry, one more time.
They report tomorrow.
Meta does.
MSTR.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't play anything like MSTR. That report, like, what is even an MSTR report? Like they say they're buying or whatever. Like that's too risky for me right now. Like things like I said, Meta, Reddit, like even Google. I think I would go things with structural advantages and upside right now, like LEU, UUU, or even like the hyperscalers that I think are going to be big. Like we have NBIS. A lab, things like that. I think any of the infra AI plays are much safer because those there have real revenue growth, right? And then things like Reddit and Meta, communications feeders. I think Reddit especially could be very interesting because of all of the AI training that's going on.
I feel like for something like MSTR, you could only be excited for their earnings if Bitcoin has had a really good like 3 months in that quarter, right? And I'm looking at Bitcoin the last 3 months, it's down
Right.
5.6%. So
And
um,
facing that.
yeah, not much there.
Yeah.
Um, do you want to pause for any last minute questions about the
Yeah. If
crowd
there's
fund?
questions. Yeah.
Thanks for making time for the stream, George. Good,
Yeah.
we got to shout out the crowd fund too on here.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm sorry that I couldn't be more available right now. You guys are all getting your bonus um tomorrow. Um, but yeah, any last questions?
Nick asked, "What will the regular pricing be of the trailers after the crowdfund ends?"
We think it's gonna be $50. I think that's what we're gonna launch with. Um, but one of the things about it is we might end up combining with other products. Um, so we have to figure out how that's gonna go.
There's your answer for you, Nick. Another question from Boda on X. How about Oracle? Do you have any thoughts on them?
I mean, Oracle's been, I think they're doing really well on the B2B side. I think they have a lot of potential. But again, like uh, they could have a huge, they've grown so much. They're more B2B. I just would prefer like Iron, NBIS, any of the infrastructure plays, the like new infrastructure because they're growing so much faster.
And we're going to cover a couple stories about that tomorrow on our stream, probably because I had some. So everybody, come back with us on X on YouTube tomorrow, 12:45, most likely p.m. EST. We'll be back live, and man, at that point, what will we have left? Like 10 hours or something of the crowdfund? It'll be really down to the wire then. So
Yeah, exactly. We'll have a
mhm.
very nice, we'll have a very
Hopefully we've
nice
crossed
last push.
500K by then.
What?
Hopefully we've crossed 500K by then.
Hopefully. Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, we're going fast today. I mean, today is definitely our best day ever, and it's not even the last day. So, keep going. Like I said, tell your friends. The higher we get, the more the roadmap. I mean, already at 500, we can be a little more ambitious than we were before, like when it was looking more like four. So yeah, keep going. And yeah, we're very grateful for everybody that does. If anybody has any questions, please, if you did invest in the last hour or two, let me know so you can collect um, your bonus.
Let's do it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, George. Good stream. We made do with what we had, and we'll be back tomorrow. So thank you,
I
everybody.
know. I feel like we had so many people come, and we didn't even really send it out on X. But thanks for coming. I do apologize. I didn't have more time. But we'll give you a bonus one tomorrow. Hopefully you guys can make it. Anyone that, plan their day, or I know, some people really plan around this. Hopefully you got your question. If you're there and you haven't got a question answered and you still have it, I would love to still answer it now. But my apologies. I started my move at 9 a.m. today, and I thought I would be done by now, but I very much am not. You know how moves go.
Oh, I do, all too well. Mario's asking what time. Probably 12:45 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be
Yeah.
back live. But I think that's it for now. Good luck with the rest of your move, George.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.